Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is John with Smart Home Mojo, and in this video we're going to be talking about smart Wi-Fi plugs, which are an essential part in setting up any smart home today. They can be used in conjunction with both Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant in order to control devices throughout your house. These plugs are small, compact, and very simple to set up, and can be used to control just one device or a group of devices at the same time. We'll show you how to do this coming up shortly. Now before we jump into the video, please take a second and subscribe to our channel right now so we can keep bringing you informative videos on smart home technology. Also, check out the description below as it will include links to get more information and to purchase any of the products that we review here in this video. Let's jump right into the video and see what's behind these smart Wi-Fi plugs. Okay folks, so we're going to do a couple of things in this video. We're going to do a quick unbox and share with you what's in the box and also what product we're using today from a smart Wi-Fi perspective. We're going to go through the instructions of actually setting one up right now, testing it out. We're going to walk through the app that we need to download. We're going to work through that on our smartphone and show you all about that. And then after this, we're going to walk around the house and show you some of the use cases where we use the smart Wi-Fi plugs today in both an individual and a group capacity, and show you some of the examples of what you might use it for as well. So let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to cover is in the box, in the product. And so actually the product we're using today, and there are a couple of manufacturers that make smart Wi-Fi plugs, and even more today than there used to be. We're using the ones by TP-Link, and we're using these smart Wi-Fi mini plugs. And that's what this is. And so they come in, you can purchase them in a couple of different capacities. You can purchase just one plug, or they also have a product where you can purchase a two-pack of plugs. And so after you get one or test some out, you might decide that a couple of two-packs is probably more beneficial and economical to purchase. We have a number of these in the house, and whenever we buy them, we buy the two-packs now. So these are the one-packs, and so let's talk about what you get in the box. And it's very, very simple. There's really only two things you get in the box. You get the mini plug, which is this. This is the mini plug, compact plug. And also a couple of these cards, and this is a setup card, and we're going to show you a picture of this, and we're going to walk through on our smartphone how to set it up exactly. There's just 3 simple steps required to set it up. And so you've got the Welcome to Kasa setup card and the plug. Those are the 2 things you get in the box. There's nothing else that comes in the box. There's no cables required, obviously, with this plug or anything else, or any other pamphlets. So let's go ahead and let's move over to the smartphone and show you how to download and go through the steps of setting this up and testing out a device right here. So what we're going to do is, there are 3 simple steps, and so I'll just read them to you real quick. So the first step is to download the Kasa app, and all the instructions will also be below as well in the description. So that's K-A-S-A, and so you would go either if you had an iPhone or an Android phone to your app store and download the Kasa app, which we've already done on this smartphone. So step 1 is to download the Kasa app. Step 2 would be obviously to connect your device, your smartphone device, to the network in your home. And then step 3 is essentially just going into the Kasa app and adding the device and setting it up, either as an individual or as a group controlled device. And so let's go ahead and do that now. So here we are in the Kasa app. It was the app down at the bottom of the phone here, that green app on the bottom row right next to the Amazon Alexa app. And so we're going to open up the Kasa app. And as soon as you open up the Kasa app, you see I have some devices already set up. So I've got some light bulbs up at the top, some smart bulbs, which we'll talk about in another video. But down below, we've got smart plugs. And so I've got 2 examples right here. One I've already set up, which is the lamp behind me, the tall lamp behind me, which I think has a blue light bulb in it. And the short lamp here, which we have not set up yet, it's just kind of plugged into this extension cord I have here in the table. And so what we're going to do is go through the steps. And so the first step, it says, in order to set this up, and here's our smart Wi-Fi plug, is to tap the plus sign in the top right-hand corner. So you'll see that in the app, the top right-hand corner. And so you have 2 options right away. You can add a device or add a group. We're going to add a device, but we're going to show you what add a group does later. And so there's a couple, here's your next screen, so it's add a device. And so what kind of Kasa device do you have? And so we have a smart mini plug, which there's a picture here in the middle left-hand section of the screen here. So in the middle left-hand section of the screen here, you can see a picture of the smart mini plug, which we're going to tap on. And there's a couple of instructions. It says power up your smart plug. Plug in your smart plug. The Wi-Fi light will turn a solid orange. So let's see if that works. Let's turn off our light. unplug our lamp, and we'll plug in our smart plug. And right away it does turn orange, so that is correct, it is doing that. And so we're going to hit next. It's then saying, look at the right side of your smart plug, is the Wi-Fi light blinking orange and blue? And it is not. And in case it's not, there's a button on the side of the plug. So I'm just going to reset it real quick. And it's just take about 2 seconds. And here it is. And now it is blinking orange and blue. And so it is blinking orange and blue. And so on my app, I'm going to say next. And so next it says connect your smart plug to the Wi-Fi settings. So I'm going to go to my settings and look for a Wi-Fi that says TP-Link. So I'm going to go to my settings, Wi-Fi, and there it is right there, TP-Link smart plug. And so I'm going to click on that. It's going to recognize it, give it a check mark, and then say connected to smart plug. Tap here to go back to the Kasa app and finish setup. So I'm going back to the Kasa app. It says connecting the smart plug. So I had previously had this plugged in, and for this demo I unplugged it, and so it was attached to another device. And so I'm going to reset it real quickly back to 0. And so we're resetting the device. I'm going to hit my network, my home network, which is right there, and my password's already in there. So I'm going to hit join. And now it is essentially joining the smart plug to my home network. And so that's what it says here on the screen. It says it might take a few minutes, but I think it takes about 20 seconds or so. But as soon as it does connect, we'll be able to plug the lamp right into the mini plug here and show you how exactly it works. And so it is connected. It now says name your device. And so we have a tall plug behind me, which we've named tall plug or tall lamp. And let's name this short lamp. So we'll type in short lamp, hit save, and then we'll associate an icon to it. And so we'll now associate an icon to it. So let's give it a short lamp icon. So we have a tall lamp one behind us. And now it says, congratulations, you are configured. And so I'm going to go ahead and plug in my device, plug in my lamp now to the smart plug, which has a short lamp image next to it. And so let's now turn it on and off and see if it works. And so right from my Kasa app, I'm going to hit the power button on the right-hand side of the short lamp. Oop. It wasn't on. So you can just make sure your lamp is turned on. Okay, so right now at this point, I plug my lamp into the mini plug, which is now connected. I'm going to now power it on. So I'm going to hit the power button on the right side next to short lamp. And there it is. So let's test out from the Kasa app the tall lamp behind me and the short lamp. And now let's turn them back on by just hitting the power button in the Kasa app. Okay, so now that we've tested out the Kasa app, set up the device, and showed you how to turn on and off the devices, whether they're short lamps, tall lamps, or whatever name you give the device, let's move over and show you what the experience is like on the Amazon Alexa app. And so I'm going to click over there, and I know I brought up the app here, and I know that I'm working with plugs. Up at the top, it'll give you all the devices that you have set up, whether they're Echo devices, smart bulbs, thermostats, or plugs. So I'm going to click on plugs. And here are the two lamps that I have right here that we just tested out in the Kasa app, the short lamp and the tall lamp. And so I'm going to click on them just in the app. And so you could be at home or away from the house, on a trip or just locally around town, and be able to manipulate and turn on these lights from your app here. And so you can individually do it. I now want to show you how to add a group though. And so let me, right from the Amazon Alexa app, click on the plus symbol in the top right hand corner there, and instead of adding a single device, we're going to add a group. And so we're going to give the name a group. We're going to call it lamps, and then we're going to hit next, and then down below it's going to ask us, okay, what do you want to control in your lamps group? And we want to control the short lamp and the tall lamp. So I'm selecting those, and right away Alexa has opened up a group, started a group called lamps, and it's on. And so we can control it right from the app here, and if we hit it and the lights are on, they should go off. I'm going to click it again, they should go back on. You can also control the devices here, the smart Wi-Fi plugs, from any Alexa enabled device, whether it's a Fire TV remote or it's an Alexa Dot. Let me try it right now. Alexa, turn off lamps.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to use the Fire TV remote to turn them back on. Turn on the lamps. Okay. So you can see you can really turn on and off things by using whatever Alexa enabled device you have, whether it's Fire TV, a Dot, or your smartphone apps, either Kasa or your Amazon Alexa app. And so let me go back out to the Kasa app and set up a group on this. So it's very similar to Amazon Alexa. In the Kasa app, if you hit the plus sign in the top right hand corner, up will pop some of the same things you saw in the Amazon Alexa app. We're going to add a group, and it's going to ask us which devices. We're going to click on the short lamp and the tall lamp and hit save. And we're going to name this lamps as well. Hit save. And then it adds a group. So whether you're in the Kasa app or the Alexa app, and I'm going to turn them off, you can turn on and off now a group of devices using the smart Wi-Fi plugs. So either it's an individual device or a group device, and you can have 8 or 10 devices. You can see how easy it is to control devices from a smartphone or from a Fire TV remote or an Alexa Dot device or an Echo device. Okay, so now that we've set up the app and controlled devices, either individual devices or group devices through the smartphone and other devices in the house, let's walk around the house and show you other examples of how we use smart Wi-Fi plugs and how you might use them in your home. Okay, so here's just a couple of ways how I use the smart Wi-Fi plugs around the house, and especially around the holidays. We've got a lot of lights around the house, inside the house, in the kids' rooms, up the stairs, and we're going to show you a couple of ways we use them right now. So obviously one way we use them is on the tree, and so I'll test that out right now. Alexa, turn the tree on.
Okay.
And now we have one of them Wi-Fi plugs attached to the tree, but we also have them to many other things as well, holiday lights. And so we group these as well, as we showed you before. So we'll show you a grouping in a minute here, and another thing we use on the stairs. So let me turn the tree lights off. Alexa, turn the tree off.
Okay.
And again, we can do this inside the house and remotely. If we left the house and forgot to turn the tree off, we can go to our Kasa app or Alexa app and turn the tree off and any light in the house off, where we're utilizing these smart Wi-Fi plugs. All right, let's move on to the next device. Okay, so here's our next example of how we utilize these smart Wi-Fi plugs around our home. So during the holidays, we string up lights around the staircase. And because we use 2 sets of strands on each side of the staircase, they end up going to different rooms upstairs. And so we've utilized 2 smart Wi-Fi plugs, one in one bedroom, one in the other bedroom, where these lights end up going. And so what we've done is created a group, and we can turn all the sets of lights on and off at the same time. So let's test it out for you. Alexa, turn on the stair lights.
Okay.
All right, and Alexa, turn off the stair lights. Okay, so we just utilized one of the Amazon Dots to turn on and off the lights from one of the bedrooms, but we can also do it from our smartphones. So right now I'm going to go over to the smartphone and go to the Kasa app and bring up the Kasa app. Okay, so here we are back in the Kasa app, and you can see up at the top, I now have another group of lights called stair lights. And so if I hit it once to turn it on and turn it off, I can now turn these lights on and off from our smartphone in or out of the house. So the other way, obviously, is to do it through the Amazon Alexa app. And so now we're looking at the Amazon app, and you can see there's another grouping called stair lights. And so if I just hit that off and on, so there's on and there's off. And so you can now see how easy it is to control groupings from either of the apps or using one of the Amazon Echoes or Amazon Dots in the house. And so we'll turn them on one last time here. Alexa, turn on the stair lights. And there you have it. So there's another use case. We use the smart Wi-Fi plugs in the home, and let's take a look now at the last example. Okay, so here's the last example we're going to share with you around how we're using smart Wi-Fi plugs around the house. So here I am in one of my kids' rooms, and she has some lights that she utilizes and plugs into a smart Wi-Fi plug, and she also has, actually all my kids have Echo Dots as well in their room. And so let me show you how she utilizes just this strand of lights here around the holidays with the smart Wi-Fi plug. Alexa, turn on the Grinch. Okay, so as you can see, one of my kids, actually two of them, have lights in their rooms that they control. So one of my kids is a huge Grinch fan, and she wanted green lights in her room around the holidays, and she called her strand of lights Grinch. So whenever she turns it on and off, she has a lot of fun and tells it to turn off the Grinch. So Alexa, turn off the Grinch.
Okay.
So obviously there are a lot of other use cases for having dots or smart home technology in our kids' rooms. They have a lot of fun with it, but they also have a lot of productive use with the dots and the echoes and the Wi-Fi bulbs and the Wi-Fi plugs. And so we'll showcase those use cases with kids and smart home technology in another video. Okay, well that wraps up today's video on the Smart Mini Wi-Fi plugs by TP-Link. I hope you got a great indication of some of the different use cases you could use these Smart Mini Wi-Fi plugs around your home today. Please take a second and subscribe to our channel right now and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video today. Click on that description below the video to get more information and to purchase any of the products we reviewed in today's video. Thanks folks, this is John with Smart Home Mojo, and I'll see you on the next video.